I'm the Connoisseur, and welcome to the Arsenal Fan Experience. Join me today as I go in depth into the game that was. And as we begin today, I shall briefly address the fact that Arsenal has a plethora of games this week, with them having a game on today on the 13th. Then they play Liverpool on the 16th, and then they finish the week playing Aston Villa. And in the first of what is soon to be an important week, they take on Leicester City, of which they have previously defeated Leicester City early in the season, and they look to complete the double for the first time in 6 years, which ironically this season they finished second. And as they face a challenge for the top four from Manchester United after their decisive win, after their last-minute win yesterday against Tottenham, the pressure's on for them to perform, and they were up to it. And I'll just briefly address the starting lineup for the game today, and it was the exact same as it was last week, with the exception that Emile Smith-Rowe was back after having contracted COVID-19, but he would subsequently start on the bench. But as we get into it now, in the eighth minute, it took a little bit for Arsenal to get going. In the eighth minute, they would find their stride as they put in a great build-up from Gabriel Martinelli, who would wind up passing to Granit Xhaka, who would then has to unload it to Martin Odegaard, who would lastly give it back to Martinelli, who took a shot, but Kasper Schmeichel was able to smother it and play continued. Although it wouldn't have counted anyway, as it was the assistant referee ruled it for offside. The play continued, and 3 minutes later, Arsenal had a corner kick, at which Martinelli took, although it looked like they were trying to throw him off, with Odegaard also standing at the corner flag. But he delivered he didn't deliver the most pretty. They didn't deliver the prettiest of crosses off the corner kick, but it was enough for Thomas Partey to use his big body to head it into the net and give Arsenal a 1-0 lead. And with Partey, he's been superb of late, having just gotten off the Player of the Month, deserved Player of the Month award for him for February. And he was continuing his momentum today, and he finally was rewarded with a goal. And he wasn't done, as only 5 minutes later, after a block from Nampalys Mendy, he had another good chance out from outside the 18-yard box with his and trying his patented finesse shot that just went off the crossbar, and it was such a good chance that it just wasn't able to get in. And once again, Arsenal had another great chance. Gabriel Martinelli once again putting in a great shot and great run past Leicester's defender. But unfortunately, Kasper Schmeichel got to it first, and they continued. At which point, Leicester had the first real chance of their own a couple minutes later, where Harvey Barnes put in a shot after Dewsbury Hall switch, but his chip was unsuccessful this time, as contrary to when Martinelli chipped Jose Sa a few weeks ago. And Harvey Barnes seemed to be all over the pitch as well for Leicester, and he has been Leicester's version of Bukayo Saka. It also helps that he wears number 7. But he had another great chance, which he attempted to head the ball off a Mark Albrighton shot, but Aaron Ramsdale got to it first, and that was all she wrote really for the first half, as Arsenal left the first half with a 1-0 lead. And they were and the one thing I kind of would have liked to see more chances from the striker Alexander Lacazette, really. But other than that, a very solid first half, and it looked like they could continue the momentum going in the second half. At which point they had two great back-to-back chances. One which because Saka had a great chance off of a Alexander Lacazette, who I just mentioned, uh, chance that was blocked, and Saka had a chance to volley it in, but Kasper Schmeichel once again saved the day for them for Leicester, and just like that, Arsenal had got another free kick, which Martin Odegaard took, and the ball was pinballing in the box, and it landed at the feet of Thomas Partey, who had a wide open net and could have gotten a second of the game, but uh, handled out. It was taken out the line by a Leicester defender, and it looked very incriminating um, on Chaglar Soyuncu's part, and it would ultimately be looked at by VAR for a handball. And when it was looked at by VAR, there was no denying that it was a handball, and his hand was in an unnatural position, and therefore Arsenal was given a penalty, and Soyuncu was given a yellow card. Not very promising for Soyuncu as he looks to play in the World Cup qualifiers in 10 days. And so with the penalty, stepped up the man himself, Alexander Lacazette, to take it, and he buried it in top left corner. Although there was some controversy as Kasper Schmeichel immediately uh, came off his line in descent. I'm not really sure what he was frustrated about. It, in my opinion, I think it may have had to do with someone on Arsenal had impeded and gone early and affected Schmeichel's ability to make a save because Lacazette had an almost perfect penalty at his feet and really didn't do anything to distract Schmeichel, but they were not the goal stood, so Arsenal had a 2-0 lead. And Leicester, with their inability to really have a significant attack today, obviously the major loss of Jamie Vardy not being able to play really hurt them. Harvey Barnes, as I mentioned, he just stood up to the plate, and in the 66th minute, he had a great chance off of a ricochet from another shot. But Kieran Tierney, the Lord and Savior of Arsenal's defense, came to the rescue and blocked it away to prevent Leicester from getting a good chance in. And it should go without saying that as much as I was pleased with Gabriel Martinelli's performance today, he would wind up being Arsenal's first substitution off, and in his place, Neil Smith Rowe. And so it was good to see Smith Rowe come on and as he thrives as being a substitution, and just to say that he would have a great chance just a few minutes after he came on, as through a great Martin Odegaard through ball, Smith Rowe was able to take it on from a relatively tight angle for him to really squeak one past Schmeichel. But nonetheless, he put in a decent effort that Schmeichel was hesitant to get his hands on, but eventually it didn't amount to anything. And lastly, Arsenal would make two kind of irrelevant substitutions, but it was good to see them play nonetheless in Eddie Nketiah and Nicola Pepe getting on in the final minutes of action. But that was the game, and Arsenal come out of their home match against Leicester City with a 2-0 win. And to complete the double against Leicester City is no easy feat. Obviously, Leicester City have not been up to their quality as they have in the past couple of years, but they're still a formidable team and one that you can't take lightly. Obviously, in this match, it helped that they were gifted a penalty, but and also their corner kick too will also really help. But they were really not willing to give Leicester City any chances, and that's very good to see. Overall, my man of the match today goes to Thomas Partey. and obviously it's easy to give the man of the match to the player who scores a goal, but no, Partey had not only did he have the goal, he had another great chance. He had another couple great chances in this game, and he was just uh, a rock on in midfield, and um, couldn't ask for any more from him. And he's just been a top form lately, and it's so satisfying to see. And hopefully, he's able to um, keep this one up and help Ghana reach the World Cup. So anyway, leave a like, subscribe if you enjoy my reaction. And join me next time in the Arsenal fan experience as Arsenal takes on the mighty Scousers of Liverpool. Arrivederci.